Good afternoon, my dear students. Today I am going to continue the chapter Discovering Tut. The saga continues. Okay, part third. As I told you, okay, in the previous explanation that this chapter is although a traditional story, okay, about a myths, about a dynasty, about the death of a prince, but actually on the surface or the backbone of this story is the advancement of science, okay, and the development of scientific instruments by which we can just assess and find out the cause of the death about a prince, about a human being, about anyone, okay, who are or who is dead, okay, 3000 or 4000 years back. So this is really amazing, surprising, okay, invention and discovery. Although the chapter itself says discovering Tut, but here Tut, the dead body, okay, the mummy or the pyramids or the graveyard of the Tut, the prince. So I am going to just read it out and see what's are the other facts and explanation the chapters requires. I am going to just explain it. King Tut's demise was a big event. Demise means the last rites, okay. Uh, Even by royal standards, even by the royal standard, it was the big events for them all. He was the last of his family's line, and his funeral was the death rattle of a dynasty. Means he was being the last prince of his dynasty or the kingdom, or so he was given a very grand farewell or last profession, a kind of feast and party was given, okay, thrown. So, but the particular of his passing away and its aftermath are unclear. Means after his death, what happens and how he died, that is not totally clear. Amenhotep III, Tut's father or grandfather. Now, this is the historical background of his parentage and ancestors. Grandfather was a powerful Paroha. Paroha means emperor, king, prince, like this, who ruled for almost 4 decades at the height of the 18th dynasty golden age. Means this shows that the young prince, the Tut, the prince, belongs to from a very powerful dynasty, powerful family, and powerful ruler, having very rich, wealthy, and their ruling was termed as golden age. Very nice, very amazing. His son Amenhotep IV succeeded him and initiated one of the strangest periods in the history of ancient Egypt. The new Pharaoh, means the prince, the king, the emperor, promoted the worship of the Aten. This is the name of the god in their myths and religious scriptures. Now, this was the change he has done. So, we see after independence or before that even, our country was divided into a small, kingdom, and all the kingdoms had they have their own gods. When you see the historical background of India, you will see that most of the people in Bengal, they used to worship goddesses Kali and goddesses Durga. Some part of India, most of the people worship Lord Shiva. Some part is uh, Hanumanji. Somewhere, Lord Ram. Somewhere Indra. Somewhere different gods have different weightage, importance, and devotees, and at the same time pilgrimage places. But here in his family, one means the father or grandfather of Tut just removed the one god's statue and established the new god statue and started worshipping. This was the change he did there. The new Paroha promoted the worship of the Aten. Aten is a god. The son, Disk, changed his name to Akheten, means one of the priest or the his royal priest just changed the name of Akheten. Worship of his Aten, the son Disk changed his name to Akheten, or servant of the Aten, just like we call ourselves Das, slave of Lord Shiva, slave of Lord Rama, or slave of Lord Durga, like this kind of concept he is trying to explain. Or seven of the Aten, and move the religious capital from the old city of Thebes to the new city of Akheten, known now as Amarna. Means these are the little changes he has done, okay, in history, and about the shifting of his capital, about the worshipping of the god. uh, he further shocked the country by attacking Amam. Amam is also a major god, okay, smashing his images and closing his temples. Means he might be furious, might be unhappy with some particular god, and he was not willing his worship in his kingdom during his lifetime. So that's why he smashed and just uh, attacked and smashed the statue and the temple at the same time. It must have been a horrific time, said Royal Johnson, the director of the University of Chicago Research Center in Luxor, the site of ancient Thebes. The family that had ruled for centuries was coming to an end, and then Akheten went a little wacky. These are the explanation of the tradition and their rituals and their custom tradition. After Akheten's death, a mysterious ruler named Esmenkher appeared briefly and excited with hardly a trace. The family lineage is given there, okay, the family tree is given there in the textbook. Please see. And then a very young Tutankhamun took the throne king. Tut, as he is widely known today, the boy king soon changed his name to Tutankhamun, living image of Amam, and oversaw a restoration of the old ways. And finally, he just removed the new way and started living in the old way, just as we are now looking towards our tradition, towards our rituals, towards our ancestors. He reigned for about 9 years and then died unexpectedly, and this was the cause of his death. About the young prince, regardless of his fame and the speculation about his fate, Tut is one mummy among many in the Egypt. In Egypt, how many? No one knows. Okay, the Egyptian Mummy Project, which began an inventory in late 2003, has recorded almost 600 so far and is still counting. Means this was their project work, that they start finding out the royal mummies, royal graveyard, royal pyramids, in order to fill the coffer or the treasury of the country, because they were running short of money. So they came to know that their royals, their ancestors, their forefathers, their king and queens in ancient time have buried, okay, had buried the rich jewelry in their graveyard. So this is the right time to take the funerary treasures, okay, in order to protect their country from bankruptcy. So this they start finding out, and this is initiated from 2003, and still the counting is going on. The next phase is scanning the mummies. This is the right explanation, okay, important explanation. With a portable CT machine donated by the National Geographic Society and Siemens. Its manufacturer, King Tut's, is one of the first mummies to be scanned. This was the first time, okay, a mummy is being scanned with the help of CT scan and tried to find out the cause of his death, the age of the prince. In death, as in life, moving regally ahead of his countrymen, a CT machine scanned the mummy head to toe, creating 1,700 digital X-ray images in cross section. This is the medical measurement. Okay, the medical student can find out and explain that this machine is capable of giving all sort of images. Okay, it is not the only three-dimensional; it is a multi-dimensional. Okay, image taking means no parts of the body is left from its photo. So think about this: creating 1,700 digital X-ray images in cross section means giving all the details. Tut's head scan in 0.62 millimeter slices to register its intricate structure, takes on airy details in the resulting image. With Tut's entire body similarly recorded, a team of specialists in ideology, forensics is very important term. Okay, one who finds out the scientific, they use the scientific method to find out the killers, okay, the murders, and anatomy began to probe the secrets that the winged goddesses of a gilded burial shrine protected for so long. Means it was being protected for so long by the guards or the police officer because it was very rich, okay, with because of the funerary treasures. The night of the scan, workmen, okay, carried Tut from the tomb in his box like pall bearers. Pall bearers actually the helpers, okay, who used to carry the dead body, the of coffins. They climbed a ramp, okay, and a flight of stairs into the swirling sand outside, and then rose on a hydraulic lift. Hydraulic, a kind of machine. They are just like a lifting, uh, just like a big machine, into the trailer that held the scanner. 20 minutes later, two men emerged, sprinted for an office nearby, and returned with a pair of white plastic fans. The $1 million scanner had quit because of sand in a cooler fan. This was the problems happened. Okay, while they were scanning, the dust wrapped or completely covered the scanner. So they wanted to remove the dust or the sand from the scanner so that it can perform the scanning action. Curse of the Peroa. This was there. I still believe that I think the body was scanned, and that's why the spirit, the ghost of the Peroa, is just moving here and there and creating a kind of chaos there in form of gusty winds and trying to damage the CT scan machine. Joked a guard nervously. This was the remarks of the one of the guards. Eventually, the substitute's fan worked well, okay, enough to finish the procedures. Means nicely, the CT scan was done properly. After checking that no data had been lost, the technician turned Tut over to the workman who carried him back to his tomb. Less than 3 hours after he was removed from his coffin, the Perwa again rested in peace where the funerary priest had led him so long ago. Means finally after his CT scan of the mummy of Tut, finally it was replaced once again at the same place where he was placed by the priest in his lifetime after his death long years back. Back in the trailer, a technician pulled up astonishing image of Tut on computer screen. A grey head took shape from a scattering of pixels, and the technicians spun and tilted it in every direction. The image is given there already, okay, on YouTube or on the Google. You can find out, okay, and see how he was looking. Neck vertebral appeared as clearly as in an anatomy class. Other images revealed a hand, several views of the rib cage, and a transection of the skull. But for now, the pressure was off. Now means the things they were doing, now they were able to complete and do that nicely. Sitting back in the chair, Jai was a smile, visibly relieved. Means now he was feeling comfortable because for the work he was assigned, he did okay very nicely. Wrong. I did not sleep last night, not for a second, he said. I was so worried, but now I think I will go and sleep. This shows his contentment, happiness, and satisfaction that he has done the CT scan and will be able to find out the cause of his death. As it was the CT scan that reflects and shows that one of the rib is missing and the one more bone is missing from his body. So this was because of the CT scan. Mural in King's Tomb showing King Tut with Osiris. It is the name of the god of the afterlife. We have Yamraj, okay, and Indra, they have Osiris. By the time we left the trailer, descending metal stairs to the sandy ground, the wind had stopped. The winter air lay cold and still, like death itself in this valley of the departed. And finally, when they start moving from the graveyard, uh, the climates change, okay, suddenly. Just above the entrance to Tut's tomb stood Orion, the constellation that the ancient Egyptian knew as the soul of Osiris. This was their belief about tradition, the god of the afterlife, watching over the boy, okay, king. And after this, the story ends here. You will do all the NCERT questions of the chapter Discovering Tut. See, when we have some images of god, if a god of is showing the palm, okay, like just like the symbol of congress, So this shows that the God is blessing. Okay, the God is showering his blessing and granting some the wish of the devotee. Similarly, this kind of image was there of the god Osiris, that is symbolic of that he was watching and looking at his devotee, that is Tut. So this was the image there, and this was their belief. So we have, when we will visit, okay, when you will visit the monuments and buildings of the ancient time, you will come to see that some religious places are also there. Some images of God and goddesses are also there, and this shows that the particular king and queen and the emperor used to just worship the particular God and goddesses, or just practice some particular rituals and traditions, or the scriptures principles. So this was the same things, okay, that they found in the graveyard, okay, in the graveyard of Tut, who was the last prince of his dynasty, and the cause of the death is still not clear, not disclosed, what was the age and how he was killed. So with this, uh, the chapter is over now. If there is any confusion in any point, you will just ask, okay, and read this chapter once again, and find out the. I have given you the list of some scientific or some medical equipments with their full forms. Okay, you need to learn them all, and some of the explanation of the words and phrases I have also given. You need to learn them all, and also watch this video clip. Okay, listen this, and then after do the NCERT questions of the chapter. Thank you very much. All the best. God bless you all.